Good morning, all, and good morning, schizophrenic queen. You made a video about the value of life, and so I will give you some of my thoughts. After the 9/11 attacks, the European stock market broke down by 40%. And our politician explained us that this is normal. It's a normal thing in a globalized world. If something happens somewhere in the world, here we will also be affected by it. So I checked how the market reacted when in Rwanda 1 million Tutsi were murdered by the Hutus. Globalization, well, nothing happened. We lost 1 million consumers and nothing happened. So 3,000 dead in the World Trade Center made our economy crash 40%, and 1 million in Rwanda, 0%. So maybe, we must take a look at the quality of the people who died and not the quantity. You can't equate 3,000 Americans with 1 million Africans. That's what we had to learn to appraise this in a qualitative way and not in a quantitative way. Then in South Africa, every year 1 million people dies of AIDS. One can keep these people alive for a long time. AIDS can't be cured, but one can delay the outbreak for many, many years. The medication exists, but they are so expensive, absolutely too expensive, that no African can afford them. So the South African government proposed to produce these drugs themselves and to give them in the self-cost price to their people. The only thing they needed was the license to produce these drugs. Unfortunately, George W. Bush refused at the WTO to give this license, probably to protect the interest of those who bought him the presidency. His statement was that cheap medication would be against the principles of the free world trade. The survival of Negroes is too much for stockholders to put up with. During the same period, 5 people in America died from anthrax attacks. And Bayer, the European chemical giant, had to give up directly the patent for anthrax med. Had to give it up at once because it's the only existing medicine against anthrax, and they thought having the business of the century with this medication. But the Americans said, patent? You were joking. National emergency. We cancel the patent. Free world trade. 5 Americans are worth 10 times as much as 1 million Africans. If you spill a hot coffee on an American's trousers, you will have to deal with a lawsuit that you won't be able to enjoy your life any longer. Even the children will continue suing you because they had to grow up with a traumatized dad. Yeah, but when a peacekeeper bomber in Afghanistan answers with bombs when during a wedding in Afghanistan some people demonstrate their joy by firing some bullets in the sky, for the 46 erroneously killed wedding guests, the US government pays $200 in damages for each. Well, that's the official value for an Afghan civilian. $200. If there is a good mathematician out there, please help me to calculate how many Afghan you can kill for the price of spilling a hot coffee on the trousers.